Welcome everybody to my new series, Breaking on a Budget. So, before I get into what this episode is about, I just wanted to kind of explain what this series is. This series is, you either download a master tool for the first time and you don't know what deck to build. You maybe stockpiled all your gems from doing like the first few missions of the solo mode, or maybe you're just here to look for a new budget for maybe a deck you want to build. So today's focus will be the Zoodiac Tri-Brigade, or Zoo Brigade, I like to call it for short. So, let's just get right into this then. Right, and we are back. So I made the deck. So, this may differ from a little bit what you were doing. Obviously, I had a little better RNG so I could craft some stuff here. But it is what it is. RNG is a bitch. What can I say? This right here is probably as budget as I think Tri-Brigade, and Zoodiac can be. I don't really play the archetype that much, but you know, I do have a lot of cheap options in here. So let's just go with the first thing. I guess your hand traps. No, you got your Ash here. Your one copy of Ash. Ash is just good hand trap for those who don't know. Ash is just good. You know, you can special summon. Oh, you want to special summon? No. You want to send a card to the deck? No. You want to add a card from your deck? No. Very good. Draw and Lock. Draw and Lock just prevents you from your opponent from adding any card from their main deck to their hand. So you know your combo decks or your invoke decks too. You know stuff like the invoke cards. Any card, any deck, I would say, that adds from the deck, and they have to try to draw from the deck. Draw and Lock to stop them. Next is Frame Gear Gamma. Frame Gear Gamma is a very interesting hand trap. It can stop. I do believe it can stop anything in the game that's not a continuous. As you know, as long as they have to proc a monster effect, well, you control no monsters. Well, you ask yourself, well, what happens if I control a monster? Well, typically, you want to use your Tri-Brigades and then your Zoodiac stuff, right? But your Tri-Brigades would go into your Link Zones. That's why also Lightning Storm's here too, because hey, you got Tri-Brigade in your Link Zone, boom, pop. Worst comes to worst, that's why I also did put the lock and the Droll Lock and Bird and then one copy of Ash Blossom in here to help. You do kind of also have Zoodiac Whiptail as well, but he's not that as good. For your negates in this deck, you have your Prohibition. Prohibition replaces something like Callbud the Grave, for example. It's slower, but it basically just stops any, as you can see by the description, if you can declare a name, it just stops that name from their effect. So that's how you can stop their hand traps, like their ashes and stuff like that. Next is your Forbidden Chalice, staple. Just Forbidden Chalice is a good cheap alternative to stuff. Next, I guess, is Anti-Spell Fragrance. Isn't much as a negate, but it stops them from immediately setting down the lightning storms. Stuff like that. Every spell has to be used. So it makes quick time spells for you and your opponent have to be set at least a turn like a trap. So that can help you as all. And the reason why the frame driver is in here, the frame gear has to have this dude anywhere in the field. Just not in the banner zone. Your draws, you have these for draws, stuff like that. Very interesting. Not much to say about this archetype. I'm not too familiar with it. I just asked a friend, hey, what do you want me to do this video on? He's like, try Zoo Brigade. I'm like, okay, sure, I got you, pal. Extra deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have your Tiger Monger in here. You have your Big Boy Trident. You have your Boar Bow. And you have and this dude. Next is your 2 copies of course, your the Baron Blossom. Baron Blossom is also your draw. To card gets started, you can draw a card and then place one card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. And then of course you have your big boys. I'm not gonna do for this one. I'm not gonna do an upgraded one. I might do stuff in the future, like, hey, you want to upgrade this deck? Here's some recommendations. Of course, I'm not going to play with the deck because it take so much time to get all the shards and everything like that. So let's just save and go into a few games and just sing. True Beast Winged. Ooh, Power Prosperity. Alright. Eldritch. Fun! Fun deck. Alright, let's see how this works against Eldritch. My monsters are not that strong. Oh, wow. Ooh, they are really... Okay, Eldritch. What a deck to be facing right off the bat. I have my potted D. I might need to use the potted D to see what we can draw. I'm really looking to just show the skill drain, to be honest. I need pop skill drain. Like, I don't have that many negates. I'm okay. I know one of these has to be the. Okay, I don't know at this point. This is rough facing an Eldritch deck. When it is literally 5 a.m. and I don't know how to play this deck, so I'm gonna probably screw up a lot. But you know what? It is what it is. He's taking his sweet time. Oh, really? Okay, so he's saving this for... Oh, he's debating. I mean, if he puts that into my hand, I'm fine with that. Okay, that's fine with me. That's why I didn't play this dude, because I knew he had this down. I can't play Mystical Space-Time Food because it's not a negate, it's just stops. So now I can do this. Put this in the graveyard. So that means his... I don't think he has Torrential Tribute. I mean, he could have a copy of it. If he had skill drain, he would have popped it already. So... I mean, these could be imperms too. There's a lot of options to think of. But he's thinking, which makes me want to think... He's debating on whether popping... Because if it was Torrential Tribute, he wouldn't pop it on a small guy. He can't use Trap Pull on a small guy. The only thing is, if he's debating on skill draining, because the second he pops skill drain, I'm popping Mystical Space Typhoon. If he tries to do a hand trap, I'll just out hand trap him with my Ash. And I'm sitting on pot as well. So we'll see what he goes for. Can banish your special summon with your link. Also, you can also use this link tiers for the rest of the turn. You can banish any number of beasts, beast warriors, and beasts in your graveyard to special summon one. Alright, so you can just use your graveyard as kind of fodder. Sorry, as fodder. So I want to get out... Yeah, if he's chaining, he has something in the. Well, I mean, he could have something like called by the grave, I guess. Deck to my hand. Cards to the graveyard. If this card you can you can send one in the deck to the graveyard. You know, a Chris in there, I guess. Activate effect. I'll banish 4 cards. Now that's a big thing I popped, so I want to see what he does in. Activate effect. If he has Torrential Tribute or any of the other trap cards, this dude's gone. This is where I kind of wish I would drawn into my. Not my draw and lock. Or neither. Actually, I don't think any of my other hand drops would have helped me here. I don't know, this would call by the grave would come in really handy. But they don't even have it in the graveyard. Okay, you can pop that. I'll ash that. I don't want him to get out big boy now. And we okay. First game. Okay, he checked towards. This is an Eldritch player. Well, Eldritch players do not set it down or face down. I am sitting on, I guess, on a frame gear, so if he tries to Ash Blossom me, I'll just frame gear him. shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, I misclicked as my bed. This is Tyform. Yeah, he just wants to get rid of that, which that's fun. It's odd. So far, I'm 2-2 on just drawing that in my starting hand. Now having these two right here, now this is a really good powerhouse for this deck. He tries to ash me, I'll use this. If he tries to do anything else scary, I'll ash that. Now, I'm not too aware of his deck, though. What's he using? The Doppelgangers archetype? Here's my Droll and Bird. I'll banish just 2 cards. Yes, activate all the effects. So she pops off, draws in another draw unlock. I'll return pot of D. Nice. I get another roll to add to my hand. I'll put one of my draw unlocks. So I know this is called the Zoodiac Tri-Brigade, but I just keep drawing into the Tri-Brigade options and not so much the Zodiac options. But I guess that's what the game's giving me in my hand, so I'm not gonna complain. Scared about that card right there. Let's see what the game gives me. Okay, that means they have something to chain off of now. Okay, I'm just pressing buttons right now and stuff's working. Resolve, so prior to send cards to the graveyard. Parts my hand. I don't trust that card. This is a Call of the Haunted. I wonder what they have to chain. It has to be. I wonder if it's a card in their hand. I'll just go for the win here. All right then. So, let's just get right here. Shop. Deck.